I know
Okay,
we've heard some of this information before, but this will be great.
Yeah, so what we're going to be talking about today is profit sharing, and thank you for joining me. So this is going to be the fourth Tuesday of every month at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. We'll be doing these calls. 1 month will be on growing your business, next month on growing your wealth through profit sharing. And so that's what we're going to be talking about today, is going to be just focused on profit sharing. So what is profit sharing?
Profit sharing. It is participating in the overall profit of our local market center.
When you say participating, what do you mean by participating in the local in the profit?
Receiving revenues?
Receiving revenues, yeah. So basically, I mean, very simple is profit sharing comes from splitting your market center's profits. So the market center has, and this is within Keller Williams Realty, it's the only national franchise that has profit sharing. So what they do is about 48% of the owner profits, it varies a little bit, the percentage, but around that way, they actually give back to the agents who contributed to the profit of the office for that particular month. So it's not a pyramid scheme. It's not some kind of, you're not getting a piece of someone, you're not taking someone else's commission in your office and making money off of what sale they did. It's actually the owner's profits that are being shared back to the owner. Some people get a little confused on how that exactly works. It gets a little more complicated. I'm not going to get into all the technical aspects of it. That's basically what it is. So when the office, the market center has a profitable month, they're going to share percentage of their profits, up to usually about 48% of the profits, back to the agents who helped to contribute to that profit. And there's actually, we call it like a profit share downline or profit share tree. You may have heard these terms. So you actually have, it goes 7 levels deep. So you have, let's say you had a transaction last month, and that contributed to the profit of the office. And if the office was profitable for the month, then your sponsor would get a percentage. They would receive part of the profit share. So that's basically how it works. And actually, it goes down 7 levels. And so there's really an opportunity here to create some wealth, and not just some wealth. I mean, huge wealth. If you look at like the top people within Keller Williams Realty, I think made over $1 million in profit share last year. So it's a significant amount of money that you can make if you choose to make that a part of your business plan. So we have your lead generation for your business. What about having a plan for recruiting or having a plan for building your profit share downline? I think it's important. Any thoughts on that?
Yeah, that sounds like a good thing to do. I know we don't have right now. We don't have anyone in our downline, so that's why I'm interested to hear what tips and ideas you can help us with. That'd be great.
Okay, fantastic. So what's your question? What's the return on your investment with profit sharing?
Well, there is no investment other than the time.
Right. So it's really an infinite return, right? Because you don't actually have to put any money out. So if I said, hey, if you give me $1,000 and I'll give you $4,000, would you, over the course of a year, would you take that investment?
Sure.
Yes.
Yeah, you would. This is even better than that. You don't actually have to put any money out,
right.
And you can make, so it's really an infinite return on your investment. And once you're with Keller Williams Realty for 3 years, it's vested, so you could leave Keller Williams and you still receive the profit share. So, it's really a great program. So here's the number one way to build profit share. Invite guests to all events. And when you invite a guest to all events, then they get to experience Keller Williams Realty. They get to kind of have a test drive, get an idea what the culture is and some of the systems and tools and things before they really choose to buy. Let's say, they're getting a test drive and get to experience it. And could you share your experience of what brought you to choose Keller Williams Realty?
Yeah, I was going to an event, the Quantum Leap in Bala Cynwyd, Philadelphia, with Mo Anderson presenting for 2 days.
Yeah, so Mo Anderson was there. It was an event. You got invited by someone.
Right, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And so, yeah, number one way to build profit share is just invite someone to an event. So we have a lot of events I'll go through a list of some different events and things like that in a couple of minutes. But yeah, so that's just, it's something easy. You can invite, hey, there's an event coming in our market center. I'll actually go through some scripts, very specific scripts that you can use. So you don't have to even think about, well, what do I say? There's a script for everything. So we can teach you what to say to get them interested in coming. And say it in a way that comes from contribution, because really that's the goal. You know, this is a great company. There is a great opportunity here, and ultimately we want to help people. We want to help people to have a life worth living and be able to have the great experiences that we've had from being part of this company. So here's some resources that you could offer agents. This is something to think about. Maybe give them a little freebie. Give them some resources. If you're out of clothing. You could give them one of the Keller Williams books. We have the Millionaire Real Estate Agent book, the Millionaire Real Estate Investor book, the Shift book, the Hold book, the One Thing book, or any other. It doesn't have to be a Keller Williams book. It could be a leadership book, maybe a John Maxwell book or something like that. And you could give that as a gift to an agent, maybe someone that you admire or you've done a deal with. CDs of Keller Williams books, so maybe it's an audio book. 21 Laws with John Maxwell, and there's also a lot of great videos on KW Connect online. So maybe it's a matter of, hey, I saw this video online and thought you might benefit from it. Here's a link to the video. There's the Outfront magazine, which we do get them from time to time in the market center, a hard copy, and there's an online version. I think there is a new one that just came out recently, so we have that here. And there's a online version you could share. That magazine is really good. It's got great articles in there. It shares top agents coming over to the company and why they did that. It shares some of the statistics of top teams and top agents, top market centers. So you really get a good feel for the company by giving someone that magazine. You might share something like a resource with coaching with the KW Maps Coaching. You know, if someone's looking for a coaching program, you could refer them to that. Bold, you know, you both have gone to Bold, correct? Multiple,
yes.
At least once, right? Yeah, and Bold is a great event, and that would be something next time it comes around, which usually it's about once a quarter, I think, in the area. You can invite someone to Bold. You know, say, hey, we're having this event called Bold. We'll go over scripts in a little bit. But yeah, simple. Invite them to Bold. One idea you could do is, let's say you buy a case of those Millionaire Real Estate Agent books, the red books, and you could write on the inside cover, you know, thank you for growing my profit share. Best wishes, Matt. Okay, and you give that to the agent that you're dealing the transaction with as a closing gift. They open up that inside cover. They see that message. Thank you for growing my profit share. So what do you mean by this? What do you mean by growing my profit share? And then you can just say, well, you know what? I'll have my consultant explain that to you. His name's Dan Torres, or give him the team leader name. Refer to that person to the team leader. Let the team leader call them and explain what the profit sharing system is and how that works. So something that creates a little bit of curiosity. So that's a great idea. Offer a resource to another agent. You know, maybe it's a book or a video or magazine, whatever the case is. So where do we find agents that we can put into our profit share tree? Where do we find them? If you're going after new agents, now this is something you can do. You can go to the real estate schools, put an ad on Craigslist for new agents. There are some agents that within Keller Williams that they specialize in they don't even do sales anymore. All they do is recruiting. So there's Aaron Kaufman is his name. Aaron Kaufman. I got to see him last year. He did a presentation called the KW Effect, and that's what he does. All he does is he has a real estate website where he gets agents to come to the website, and then he tells them about Keller Williams and refers them to different market centers all across the world, and that's his business. He doesn't even sell real estate anymore. So, yeah. So he's looking for, and I'm sure he's getting all types of agents. He's probably getting a lot of new agents. He might be getting experienced agents as well. So you could actually market specific to real estate schools. Now, we do have a relationship with our local real estate school here in Northfield. I know our local team leader gets a list of students that are taking the class or that are graduating the class that give permission for brokerages to contact them. So, hey, you can contact your local team leader and say, look, if maybe you're busy, you don't have time to call this list, let me have a list of names to call for you. And the team leader, I'm sure they'll probably be happy to say, oh, okay, well, somebody wants to make some calls for me. Okay, well, I'll give them a list to call, or maybe he has other lists. So that's a resource for you, the real estate schools. And like we talked about educational events, you went to the Quantum Leap program. There are regional events that happen on a regional basis, business planning clinics, events like that, Bold, they're coming. You might have a coaching event that could be happening, networking events. Maybe it's maybe a broker's open house that you're having, or some type of fundraiser that we do quite often do a fundraising event, things like that. And invite the other agent to come to that. It could be, I think this is probably one of the best ones, just a co-op transaction, someone that you're dealing with a transaction with, that you can talk to very easily because you're already in a transaction with them. Someone that's referred to you, and this is something you can ask. It's like, well, who do you know that, let's say you invite them to the training and they're not interested and don't want to have anything to do with it. Well, who do you know that might benefit from some training or some leadership training, or that might want to grow their business? So that agent might refer you to someone else. Even within Keller Williams, you might have talk to some of the agents around the office and see if they know somebody. Maybe they don't feel comfortable or don't want to contact that person, but they might give you a name and say, hey, well, yeah, try this person, contact them. And you can also contact other owners, so possibly for mergers and acquisitions, or contacting rather than contacting just one agent. If you can talk to a broker that has a small office, maybe we can merge or partner with them in some way. So that's another source of potential agents that you could partner with. So what are some action steps? And this is probably something you don't think about really, but it makes sense. Build a profit share database. And we have a database. Our database is for real estate sales. That's our business. And it's the same thing with profit sharing. We can create a database for other agents that we want to recruit. Okay, so maybe I have a list of names. I'm going to put them into my e-edge or my database software. Put a flag or tag them as potential recruits. Anytime there's a training event that's coming up, all right, I'm going to go through that list. I'm going to give them a call, or maybe I'll send them an email from time to time with, here's our monthly training calendar over at the office, or here's this event coming up. So we can actually create a list, a database of potential agents to recruit, and just like with our real estate business, it's simple, it makes sense, and something that we should do. And begin with the current agents in your profit share tree. If you have agents already in your profit share tree, start with them. You can also search Craigslist or Facebook for agents. You might find you could find agents in there, kind of create a database through that, and identify busybodies. What are busybodies in real estate? And natural recruiters. So maybe there's somebody that could be a future team leader, maybe a future owner of an office, maybe a future regional director, top producer, top producing agent. So if we can if we can recruit some of those top leadership people, let's say if I'm able to recruit someone who becomes a team leader, they're much more likely to have a lot of people in their profit share tree than someone who's just going to be an agent, because the team leaders are the ones more on the front lines, able to directly recruit people. So, think about that too. Well, maybe they're not even in real estate right now. Maybe they're just someone that you think would be good at that team leader role. Someone that you think would have that personality, those characteristics that would be a good recruiter, that would be a good fit for our culture and company. So yeah, think about that too. It doesn't even have to be somebody that's already in real estate. They may not even licensed yet. Maybe not even thinking about real estate, but you think they would be good. So you never know. You can network with top producers as well. Get to know some of the top producers, and just keep in touch with them. Again, provide value and see how you can help them. And just like we do with our real estate database, we need to communicate consistently and regularly with our profit share database. So maybe it's a phone call once a month or once a quarter. It's an email on a regular basis. And like I said, the best one to do is inviting those agents to an event that may be happening at the market center or regional events. So get that list together. Anytime there's a good event coming up, invite them to it. And of course, you show up at the event as well so that you can meet them and interact with them and help them. So I'm going to go through a couple of resources now that I think will help you as far as, okay, well now, all right, we've talked about how do we go about talking to people about Keller Williams, but let's just talk about the actual scripts that we can use, and I'm going to go through a couple of those right now. Any questions so far before we move on?
No, this is great. Thank you.
All right. So who wants to be the agent? I'm going to be giving a call. The agent. I'm the Keller Williams agent. You're the Joe Schmo agent. All right. Who's first?
I'll be the agent.
All right. So I'm going to call you right now on the phone. Ring, ring.
Hello, Linda Haviland. How can I help you?
Oh, hi, Linda. Thanks for taking my call. Linda, this is Matthew Haviland. I'm with Keller Williams Realty, and I don't remember, we had a transaction back a few months ago, and I really enjoyed our transaction, and I wanted to talk with you about another business matter. Do you have a minute?
Oh, yeah, sure. This is a good time.
All right, great. Well, I was experiencing some frustrations lately, and in talking with some of the other agents over here in Northfield, they've had some of the same frustrations as well, like sellers not understanding the price that their home will sell for. Are you currently experiencing any frustrations like that?
Yes, actually I am. You're right. Oftentimes the sellers, they just aren't realistic in getting their house sold.
Yeah, you're right. And at Keller Williams Realty, I have a consultant that's helped me tremendously with working through that frustration, and I'm having more production than ever before. And he's given me some gift cards for a free 30-minute consultation that I may give away to some of the agents I admire. And well, I thought of you, and I was just wondering if you'd like to experience a consulting session with him for free.
Oh, well, yeah, actually, that sounds good. Any help would be appreciated.
Okay, great. Well, where should I send that gift card to? Do you want me to email to you?
Yeah, that'd be great. That'd be awesome.
Okay. Well, I'll send that to you via email, and then I'll let Dan know that I gave it to you, and then he'll give you a call and set a date and time for your conversation.
Okay, great. Wow, thanks, Matt. Thanks for thinking of me.
Okay, you're welcome. All right, thanks, Linda. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay, so that was fairly painless, right?
Right.
Coming from contribution, you want to offer something of value and maybe some help with some frustration that there are other agents experiencing. So let me go over another one. So now let's just do a scenario. So if they say no, so we'll say, let me back up, and then when I ask you, then you're going to say no this time, all right?
Yeah.
So I'm just wondering if you would like to experience a consulting session with him for free.
No, I don't really think so.
Okay, well, who do you know in real estate that would appreciate a free consultation to help them increase their business?
I don't think I can think of anyone right now.
Well, if you wanted to join Keller Williams Realty, we would love to have you. Are you considering making a move at this time?
Not right now. I got some deals that I'm trying to, get closed right now, and I'd hate to lose them. So I can't. I would maybe after the spring, maybe in the fall, maybe. I don't know. I really have some good deals I'm trying to close right now, and if I leave the office now, I could possibly lose those deals.
Well, great. Well, this was a gift I wanted to give to you, and at this time, it's not really about recruiting. If you ever do decide to make a move, be certain to call Keller Williams Realty and find out why so many agents are deciding to join us this year. So I'll send you the card and have Dan give you a call.
Oh, wow. Well, okay, thanks. That'll be great.
Okay, great. Bye-bye. All right, it's good. So this is one of the scripts. Now I'm going to go through another one. You want to be the agent again? All right, go. Okay. I'm going to call you again now. Ring, ring.
Hello, this is Linda. How can I help you?
Oh, hi, Linda. This is Matthew Haviland with Keller Williams Realty. Thanks for taking my call. Today's call is about business. Do you have a minute?
Sure.
Oh, great. Well, frankly, I was calling some of the agents I admire most in Atlantic County here just to make certain that they weren't left out of a real estate event coming soon here to Northfield. And since you're a learning-based person, obviously always improving, I thought you would choose to attend.
Oh, well, what is it? When is it?
Well, the event's actually called Bold, and it's going to be coming up soon over here in Northfield, coming up in June.
Oh, okay. What's that? What's Bold all about?
Okay, well, it's one of our great classes. It's a coaching and conditioning program, 7-week course, and they have a free first step, which is give you kind of an overview of the program. I've actually taken the class 6 times myself and really getting a great value out of it every time. So I'd love to have you come be my guest. Are you available?
When is it? Next week, did you say?
It's going to be June 7th. Yeah, June 7th coming up.
June 7th.
Yeah, it's a couple months away. Yeah.
Yeah. Let me check my calendar.
All right, great.
Yeah, June 7th. Yeah, I don't have anything down on that day. What's the time?
It'll be in the morning about 8:30 a.m.
Oh, okay. And it's all day?
Yeah, it'll probably end about 3:30, 4 o'clock. Not any later than that.
All right. Okay. And where is it going to be?
It's going to be at the Great Bay Country Club.
Oh, all right. Yeah, I know where that is. Yeah.
Okay, great.
Okay, great.
All right, well, put it on your calendar, and then I'll give you a call to remind you as we get a little closer, okay?
Okay, good. Oh, that sounds good. Yeah, all right. And if you have any background, can you send me something like in an email about what to expect for that?
Yeah. Sure, I'll send you an email with information on it.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. All right, thanks, Linda. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye.
Okay, so that was, again, a good one regarding an event. You could insert any event into there. It could be Bold. It could be a class at the Market Center. It could be anything.
Right.
And if they say no, well, who do you know in the industry that would like to learn how to increase their business? May I have their phone number or office name and location? So we can still, even if they say no, we can still ask for who else they know who might benefit from it.
Right.
And there's one more script I want to go through. We're kind of running out of time here. Ring, ring.
Hello, this is Linda. How may I help you?
Hello, thank you for taking my call. This is Matthew Haviland. I'm with Keller Williams Realty, and I'm very excited about what we're doing at a seminar called BOLD, which stands for Business Objective of Life by Design. And as you can tell, I got the script from the BOLD class. So the reason I'm calling, I'm wondering if you know of anyone who could benefit from learning the skills that have allowed the average agent to obtain 13 contracts in 7 weeks.
Wow. That sounds very interesting.
Yeah, great. And I know that you're not average. And yet you must know someone who could benefit from this program, right?
Yeah, yep. I can think of someone from the office. Yeah.
Great, thank you. And how about you? Would you be interested in learning some of the techniques taught during this great class?
Yeah, that does sound interesting. Thank you.
Great. Then when can we spend just 20 or 30 minutes with my team leader and have them share some of the strategies? And then when it returns to this area, we'll be coming back, like I said, around June, it's going to start up. And then we can see if you can attend.
Okay, yeah, you can have them call me. I'll schedule something with them and look when I'm looking at my calendar.
Okay, fantastic. All right, I'll have them give you a call.
Okay, great.
Okay, so that's another script for particularly if you're in bold and you got bold coming up, which it always is coming up soon. So, and then there's a lot of other scripts, and we don't have time to go into all those. But there's script for. Let me just go through the one for. Yeah, basically, another great one for you're having a transaction with somebody. You could, at any point during the transaction or even at the closing, just say, you know what, Joe, you did such a great job, and I really appreciate it. It's been a pleasure working with you. And in fact, I told my team leader how great you are, and he just wants to give you a call and thank you. Will you promise to take his call when he calls you? Oh, sure. Okay,
Yeah.
that's it. Just give.
Oh, okay.
Then on your green sheet, when you're filling that out, you write the other agent's name and number in there, or you can email or there's actually a form that our team leader has that you can fill out that form, put the agent's phone number in there, give it to him, and he'll call and just thank them for the transaction. It gives him an opportunity to talk to this agent, and then so we're not really doing the recruiting. We're just putting the team leaders in a position to be able to pick up where we left off and be able to. They're the ones doing the recruiting. So we're just getting them to an event. We're getting them into a conversation with the team leader, and letting them do the work.
Yeah.
We're not the recruiters. We just kind of put them in a position to be able to do it.
Yeah, that makes it very easy, very nice.
Right.
Smooth transition.
Right. Yeah, it's let them do their job. They're good at it, and just put them in a position that they can have an opportunity to talk with people. And the cool thing about this is it does work anywhere in the country, so it doesn't have to be right here. You could know an agent in California or Texas, wherever this case is, even globally now, and be able to refer them to Keller Williams and have them be part of your profit share tree or growth share.
Wow. So, yeah, that's true. That's great.
Yeah. All right. Well, thanks for joining me. Any questions before we wrap it up?
No, I don't think so, but thank you.
Is there a bold coming in June?
I don't know for sure, but I think there probably is, because I know there's one going on right now in Washington Township, so they're usually every quarter. I think there is one that goes during the summer, so I imagine there would be.
Right, yeah.
So, yeah. All right, well, have a great day. Thanks for joining me, and we'll see you next month on the fourth Tuesday, 1 o'clock.
Okay, great. Thanks, Matt. Have a great day.
All right. Thanks. Bye-bye.
Bye.